What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take a look at Special Operations 12. This brand new Spec Ops has just recently gone live, and that means there's a brand new character to get, as well as some exciting new weapons. Now in this Spec Ops there's a little bit of old mixed with a lot of the new. First, there is a Star Mastery. Second, they have the Mission Info. And under this tab, you can see the rewards from defeating the boss. So the very first reward is the War Splitter Axe. And this is dropped off the end boss Ares for Mission 1. It appears to be a very excellent weapon. It has deadly crits, gives strength to all allies, and it has neutralize, so it removes and prevents stat increasing effects. So this looks like a really promising weapon. And we're definitely going to be farming for this one. Now let's try to look at the other rewards. Well, what happens is when you go to look at them, it is locked, and you're not able to look at the mission info. So we'll have to take a look at that once we start the Spec Ops. They always show you a preview, so we'll see them there. Next, we're going to move on to the items on the Spec Ops task list. First, you get a blueprint for Stealth Field. Stealth Field grants a high chance to avoid single target attacks, and your attacks become stealthy. So that's going to be the very first research. Next, you get the blueprint for Power Cell. Then you get Power Cell Mark II. And this is going to end up leading you to the set item. So here's the very first set item we're seeing. It is the Power Cell Mark III. It's Vindication set 1 of 5, which is kind of odd because usually it's only 4 set items. And we obviously only have 4 equipment slots. This item is a quick action, it's subtle, it has high capacity charge, so it creates a high capacity charge consumed by Vindication set items to create additional functionality. It restores health and stamina when used, and has Sonic Blast. So right now we're not really sure what all that means. But moving on to the character, it is Ares. He's a bruiser, which is what we thought. We were finally right about a character. And he has 2 amazing passives. God of War grants party, war never changes. Chance to join in on allies' attack, and chance to retaliate when an ally is hit by a single target attack. He also has 10,000 yard stare, chance to preemptively counter enemy attacks with intimidated and broken will, greatly reducing the damage of the incoming attack. So those are his passives, and right away he looks really promising, and we're excited to have another amazing bruiser. But now let's take a look at his abilities. His first one is called Art of War. It has hemorrhaging attack, causes tenderized, bleeding, and ravaged. So it looks like he's going to fit in on a number of bleed teams as well. And he may go very well with Electra. We're certainly going to try that team out ourselves. Next, he has Modern Warfare. It hits all enemies and causes despair, so it removes and prevents resurrection effects while active, and prevents most healing effects. Next, he has Personal War. It's a quick action, and it causes weak point. It's also a ranged gun type, and it hits 1 enemy. So that's pretty awesome. It's going to make sure the next attack is a guaranteed crit and hit. And his last ability is Crush Your Enemies. It hits all enemies, is catastrophic, so it cannot be protected against. It ignores most avoidance effects, and is guaranteed to hit. It also causes stun to everyone and removes buffs. So if you're following that, he has an ability that puts despair on the entire enemy team. He also can stun the entire enemy team, remove their buffs, and he has a quick action that goes ahead and hits for damage, and puts weak point on the opponent, so it's going to cause a guaranteed hit and crit against that enemy. That's incredible. This guy is going to be a monster. Right now he's shaping up to be one of the best Spec Ops characters released, and that's saying quite a bit. But looking at the other items from the boss battles, there is the Guided Repeater. It puts pinpoint target and lock on the opponent, and it causes rapid fire, so guaranteed follow up against enemies with pinpoint target. So that's pretty awesome right there. It's kind of like flanked. And you could actually probably use this weapon in conjunction with someone like Hawkeye, and you'll have a ton of follow-up attacks going on everywhere. I'll have to test this out once I hopefully get it. And then lastly, we have the blade catcher. It causes bleeding, and then it has 2 buffs, takes reduced damage from slashing attacks, and counters most single target slashing attacks. So that's pretty interesting. We already saw the War Splitter axe, which is probably my favorite item of the Spec Ops so far. Next we'll have to see what the epic boss drops. We do know he's in Mission 2, and we should have a video up dedicated to the epic boss of Mission 2 sometime tomorrow. We'll also have the first part of the task list posted, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In fact, make sure to subscribe, that way you don't miss out on any of the Spec Ops 12 updates. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're liking Spec Ops 12. There will be plenty more videos to come as we advance towards getting Ares. I just want to thank you all for watching and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos.